What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome to another Titanfall video. So I've been playing a lot of Titanfall recently. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but I've been playing it a little more than I have been in the past, just to kind of open myself up to some other games. Titanfall, I used to play it when it originally came out. However, obviously other games came out that were presumed at the time to be better than it, so unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to continue playing the game as I would have liked to. The game itself was definitely a wonderful game. It actually had a story mode, unlike its predecessor Titanfall 1, and the story mode was actually an amazing story. But as most of you well know, multiplayer is one of the biggest areas in gaming, and Titanfall 2 was actually, in my opinion, it was a wonderful multiplayer.
Yeah.
At the time, it was a difference in the current games that have been out, which was probably Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And these games obviously overshadowed Titanfall 2 just because of their history, and obviously everybody likes Call of Duty and Battlefield. Titanfall is something that Titanfall was a lesser game compared to Call of Duty and the Battlefield series. So that brings us to the question, is Titanfall 2 dead, and will there be another one?
Miss Brandt?
Yes.
Get me a violin.
So the short answer to the question of will there be another Titanfall is no. It was teased on a Twitter post by Zampella, and Zampella, in case you don't know, is the head of Respawn. And this post was back in 2019, and it read, "Tons of things planned for Play Apex in the future. We are also committed to listening to player feedback. We're also working on more Titanfall for later in the year. Yes, I said the T word. We love being able to experiment in this crazy universe." Now, this post was in 2019. He could have been talking about an update. However, I believe the release of Apex was still fresh, and people were all over the battle royale scene. So it didn't surprise me when you would see a decline in your normal multiplayer games when battle royale is what is hot right now. So, as I said earlier, Titanfall 2 debuted in October 2016, received a 10 out of 10 on Steam and a 4.8 Google rating. Like I said, the game was an amazing game. It was very well put together, in my opinion. The multiplayer had flow. It was fun. I just simply think that it was overshadowed by bigger games, and that's probably why it didn't get the recognition that it should have. At the time of its release, there were certain theories saying basically EA sent Titanfall 2 out to die in order to sabotage Respawn or something like that, forcing somebody to come in and purchase Respawn Entertainment. Now, I don't agree with this theory at all, and keep in mind this theory was made in 2017, way before any idea that Apex would be announced, and now Respawn is flourishing with Apex Legends, so it actually ended up working out. Even though it had positive reception, a lot of reviews said Titanfall 2 basically underperformed and had a underwhelming performance. And most of this was probably due to the crowded places between the release of Battlefield and Call of Duty, as we have already said. So the next question, is it worth buying Titanfall 2 right now? For me, I mean, if you like first-person shooters, then I think you'll be very satisfied with Titanfall 2, especially since Titanfall 2, it's a change of pace and it's something new if you've never played it before. If you like something that's fast, very responsive, Titanfall 2 is going to give you all of that. I definitely think it's something worth playing at this point, especially while there's no huge games coming out as far as multiplayer. Obviously, we still have our battle royales like Warzone, Fortnite, Apex, etc. But not everybody is in the market for those type of games. Myself, I get bored with battle royales, and I'm constantly looking for something different to play. The fact that I hadn't played Titanfall 2 in a very long time gave me reason enough to come back to it, and the game is still fun, and it is not dead, which that is our next question. Is Titanfall 2 dead? And the answer to that question is no, the game is not dead. After the release of Apex Legends, the amount of players on Xbox had increased like substantially. I mean, not even Xbox alone. PlayStation 4 and PC both seen increase in numbers and people playing. Xbox increased from around 3,000 to around 5,000 players. PS4 actually more than doubled their amount of players. And PC had the largest increase with around 4 times their usual player count. And all of this is as of December 2019, so it's possible these numbers can fluctuate between December and July. But like I said, I played this game today, last week, and the amount it took for me to find the game was literally like less than 10 seconds. I found the game almost instantly, and there's a lot of players playing. So I guess to end this video and to basically sum up everything I said, will we see a revive of Titanfall 2 in 2020? Probably not. You got to keep in mind that it is a dated game, which probably more than reason enough for people not to come back to it, because a lot of people are looking for newer games to play. However, I cannot stress this enough. Titanfall 2 still holds up very well in 2020. It's 4 years old, but man, the game still looks amazing. It plays great. And it's only $7 or something like that in the stores, so you won't regret it. It's not an expensive option, and you won't regret playing it. But no, I don't expect to see a huge revive in 2020 just because the game is dated. So unless there's some type of sequel coming, a Titanfall 3 or a Titanfall whatever, or even a remastered, which is probably not likely because it's only 4 years old. So until the next generation of consoles come out, I'm pretty sure we won't see a remastered version of this game. Most websites are saying that there are not any Titanfall 3 or Titanfall sequels in the works at this moment. However, like I said, it was something that I would love to see. I do understand that they have Apex Legends as their #1 game right now at Respawn, and that's understandable. You know, Apex is a wonderful game. It's a fun game to play. Now, the latest update that I had seen on Titanfall 2 was in November of 2019, and it hasn't been a update since. Maybe a few bug fixes or something like that, but nothing as far as like new maps, new Titans, new pilots, nothing of that nature. Obviously, Apex Legends has been receiving the bulk of that attention, but nonetheless, Titanfall 2 is a great game. If you guys go ahead and spend that $7 or $8, I don't think you guys will regret it. And it'll definitely give you something to play in the meantime, especially while we wait on these newer games and the next generation of consoles to come upon us. So if you guys have made it this far in the video, I just want to go ahead and say thank you. You guys have been awesome. Appreciate all the likes and support that you guys show on this. And if you guys would like more Titanfall 2 stuff on the channel, don't hesitate to hit that like button. That's the fastest way to let me know. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.